Hi, it's Sarah from Don't Lie to Me. If you've been following this channel, you know about Flock Safety, $8 billion company, 100,000 cameras across all 50 states, 20 billion license plates scanned every month. They track where you drive, what you drive, and who you drive near. And you know people are fighting back. Troy, New York, where the mayor overrode the city council to keep flock cameras and citizens destroyed them in the middle of the night. Pinal County, Arizona, where the sheriff refused to renew. Brookfield, Wisconsin, where police held an innocent woman at gunpoint twice because Flock misread her license plate. People are winning. Cities are cancelling contracts. Councils are voting to remove cameras. It feels like a victory. But here's what they're not telling you. When they remove the Flock cameras, they're not removing the cameras. They're replacing them with a company called Axon. You know Axon. They're the company that makes Tasers. They make the body cameras almost every police officer in America wears. And now they make license plate readers. 45 Media documented the pattern in August 2026. Cities drop Flock under public pressure, then immediately install Axon cameras doing the exact same job. Syracuse did it. Denver did it. And in August, Pasco County, Florida, right next door to Grady Judd's Polk County, announced they're switching from Flock to Axon. The sheriff said it's a technology upgrade, same number of cameras, same locations, same surveillance, different logo. Activists in Denver put it best. They said, no Flock, no Axon, no mass surveillance. They get it. The brand doesn't matter. The surveillance is the problem. Now, let me tell you what Axon actually does, because this is where it gets really fun. Flock puts its cameras on big white poles. You can see them. You know they're there. Axon's cameras, called light post, mount inside streetlights. You can't see them. You don't know they're there. That's not a bug. That's the design. So they're already harder to spot. But the cameras themselves do the same thing. They read your license plate. They log your make, model, and color. They track where you've been and when. But Axon doesn't stop at license plates. Remember Flock's freeform feature? The one that lets police search for people by clothing, tattoos, and body type? Axon has something similar. It's called attribute search. But instead of searching street cameras, it searches body camera footage. An officer types in red backpack and it searches every single body camera in the entire department, every frame, every person. It finds every match across every officer's footage. Flock tracks your car, Axon tracks your car and your body and your face and what you're wearing from every police body camera in the city. But it gets worse. Axon bought a company called Fuses in 2024. Fuses makes a device called FuseScore, and what FuseScore does is connect private cameras to police databases. Your neighbor's Ring doorbell, your HOA's security cameras, the cameras at your local businesses, churches, hospitals, all of it can be fed directly into Axon's Fuse One dashboard at the police department. They call it the Community Camera Registry. Sounds friendly, sounds voluntary, but once your neighbor signs up, their camera is watching you too, and you never agreed to that. Now, Axon also makes drones. They call it Drone as First Responder. Police departments are deploying drones before sending officers. The drone arrives first. It live streams everything to evidence.com, Axon's cloud platform. So let's add up what goes into evidence.com. License plate readers, body cameras, drones, your neighbor's Ring doorbell, HOA cameras, business security systems, Taser data, all of it in one database, run by one company. Flock is license plates on poles. Axon is license plates, body cameras, drones, private cameras, tasers, and AI, all feeding into one centralized cloud. And then there's draft 1. This is the part that should really concern you. Axon's AI reads body camera footage and writes the police report automatically. The officer just clicks approve. Rochester Police Department is already using it. They say it saves 30 to 40 minutes per report. Nobody's asking what happens when the AI gets it wrong. Nobody's asking what happens when officers just rubber stamp whatever the machine spits out. So the camera watches you, the AI searches for you, the drone follows you, and then the AI writes the report about what you did, and a human just clicks approve. Now you might be thinking, at least Axon has an ethics board. Well, they did. In June 2022, the entire ethics board resigned, all 9 members, plus the Policing Project. They quit because Axon announced they were putting weaponized drones in schools. The ethics board said don't do it. Axon did it anyway, so everyone walked out. Before they resigned, the ethics board warned about license plate readers specifically. They said ALPRs could lead to, quote, a race to the bottom of more pervasive and more powerful surveillance. They were right. Axon ignored them. Oh, and Axon also funded research promoting something called excited delirium. That's the pseudoscience diagnosis that police departments use for years to explain away deaths in custody. The one that says the victim was so agitated they basically killed themselves. Axon helped legitimize that, until they were forced to walk it back. This is the company replacing Flock. This is what your city installs when they tell you they're concerned about your privacy. Flock watches you drive. Axon watches you drive, records your encounter with police from multiple angles, searches all footage by what you're wearing, dispatches a drone to follow you, pulls in your neighbor's doorbell camera, and then has an AI write a report about it. And files it in the cloud forever. At their 2026 conference in Nashville, 3,000 people showed up, Axon Week. They announced AI report writing, AI evidence search, new drones, streaming body cameras, the Taser 10. It's a product expo for the surveillance state. And every city that switches from Flock to Axon is upgrading their surveillance capacity, not reducing it. They're trading a camera company for an ecosystem. They're trading white poles for hidden streetlight cameras. They're trading a database for a pipeline. Now here's the thing. This isn't just about Flock or Axon. This is about the infrastructure itself. When a city says they're removing Flock, ask them what they're putting in its place. When a sheriff says they're concerned about privacy, ask why they're buying cameras from the company that put weaponized drones in schools. The surveillance shell game is simple. They take down a camera everyone's angry about. They put up a camera nobody's noticed yet, and they call it progress. And they're lying to you. Now, I want to be clear. Flock safety is a problem. 100,000 cameras, 20 billion plates a month, 71% error rate on felony alerts in Roseville, California. Amber Newell held at gunpoint twice in 1 week in Wisconsin. Brandon Upchurch mauled by a police dog in Toledo because Flock confused a 7 for a 2. Flock is a problem, but Axon is a system, and the system is designed to grow. Every body camera they sell feeds the database. Every drone they deploy feeds the database. Every Ring doorbell your neighbor registers feeds the database. You can cancel a contract. You can't cancel a monopoly. Axon owns the body camera market. Axon owns the Taser market. Axon owns evidence.com. And now they're moving into ALPRs, drones, AI reports, and private camera integration. They're not competing with Flock. They're building something much bigger. When your city council votes to remove Flock, show up to the next meeting. Ask them what's replacing it. Because if the answer is Axon, you haven't won anything. You've just traded one set of eyes for 1,000 more, hidden where you can't see them. If you want more content like this, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Like this video so more people see it, and tell me in the comments, have you seen Axon cameras in your city? Did they tell you they were installing them? All my sources are in the description below. Every claim I've made traces back to a real document, a real investigation, or a real product page. Check them yourself. I'm Sarah, and they're lying to you. Take care of each other.